Hey, I am here and I'm gonna make a different video than my normal food videos. So if you only tuned in to hear me chew on food and make questionable faces and questionable choices in food, then you might not want to watch this one. But it'll be good. I actually plan on making lots more of these this year. Just my normal, I'm still gonna do all my normal food videos. That's not going away. You can take that boy away from the food type thing, but I'm still gonna make those, but I also want to make more videos where I just get taught. I kind of like it as I think of it as as a leaving just like a document of your history, sort of, so to speak. I'm not famous. I'm not going to be famous, and that's cool. You had those fantasies when you were younger. I did. I wrote books and self-published those books, and they just sit on my shelf. And I gave them to friends, and friends have bought them, and they enjoyed them. And that really, at the end of the day, that's cool. It really is. I'm not an author, but I like to document my life as such that it is. Not that my life's any more amazing than anybody else's. I feel like I've done amazing things in my, I guess I used to say in my short time on this planet, but I'm about to turn 52, so it's not that short. Excuse me. So I like to have these documentation. I used to think it'd be cool, like my kids will someday, like when I'm gone, they'll like find all this stuff I wrote, and they'll be like, oh wow, I can't believe it's this and this and this, and I realize that's not gonna happen. They don't care. This is the new digital age. They just don't care about. I don't think anything I've ever written. I don't think they've ever read anything, and that's fine. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's path is different. Their path and what they enjoy and what brings them completion, a sense of completion in their lives, is different than mine, and so I'm okay with that. So, but I do like this idea of just leaving a digital print up there, a footprint. Maybe my kids don't care about things I said or did, and maybe they do, and maybe that'll change, or maybe other people do. So I know I've talked to other people, and they enjoy this stuff, and I enjoy talking, obviously. So I make these. I make the food ones, and I make these other ones. I'm just going to talk about stuff that interests me. And if you're down with it, you want to hear it, cool. And if you want to vibe with it back and forth, that's cool. And hey, we're going to do it. But this one has a long intro of just me. Blah, 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 blah. My buddy, a friend of mine named Johnny Larson, he makes incredible art. As long as I've known him, he's made amazing art, and he made art way before I knew him. He's a rapper, a former rapper, or are you ever a former rapper, or is it like the Marine Corps, like once a rapper, always rapper? He makes beats, he makes raps, he does amazing art. He dabbles in a little bit of conspiracy theories. He loves his juicing and his cleansing, and what to take and what not to take, and what to get you there. He's one dapper fellow. I dig him, and his art is what I really dig. Especially, he makes this very surrealist art, and he did a Kickstarter. I think it was Kickstarter. I don't know. It was on one of those platforms. I don't pay much attention. I know that's not the world of friends. Like, hey, I did this thing. I'm writing a book, or I'm doing this, and I'm like, here's the link. I'm like, sweet, I'll buy it, because I think that's what you do as a friend, and then bonus, if your friend is actually really good at what they do, then it's like, now you get something really amazing. And so with Johnny, it's a double bonus, because not only is he dope, his artwork is dope. So I did this a few years ago, and at that time he sent me this one. You can see this. It's called Late Night Musings, the art of Johnny Larson. I have it all bagged and boarded because I am a super geek. I'm a big nerd, and I got a bag and board everything, my comic book days. But the new one just came. So he did the Kickstarter, I think, the end of last year, and then if it reached its goal, he did that, and then the new one just came, and here is the new one. And I just barely glanced inside. I'm going to look at it with you. It's called Portals and Channels, the art of Johnny Larson. I can already guarantee you this is awesome. My desktop on my monitors, I have these like ridiculous 3 giant screen monitors, because somehow I need 3 screens to do what I do, which is I don't. But I love it. They all have his art. It's all on each one. And I'm hoping that picture's in here. We'll see. So let's take a look. We'll see if we can. So this will be like story time with Brad and Johnny. He even described it. Look at it. It says, thanks for all the support. If I don't meet you before you move, it gives me a good reason to visit Asia. Blessings. Johnny and I have never actually met for face to face. We have been friends on Facebook. We traveled in the same circles in comic books when I lived in Denver, before I moved to Portland, or Seattle. Jeez, I don't even know where I live. Salem. And we've never actually met face to face, but we have been homies for a while. So, and I plan on moving to Asia. So hopefully, I'm trying to get everybody I know to come to Asia. Like, visit me. Come visit me. Visit the motherland here. So check this out. You can get a little feeling there of his art. Very surrealistic. Very cool. This is some sketch work done in the beginning to get you a little appetizer before you get into it. And then you start getting into this stuff. And you can just see it's very, I love the surrealism. Surrealism is one of those things, and he's probably like, he's going to watch and be like, are you surrealist? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. In my eyes, if it's funky shaped and like warped and it's surrealism. I don't know dick about art. I just know what I like. And I dig this. So this is just cool stuff. I mean, I love it. I'm sure he probably has some more of these, or maybe not. Maybe they're so dope they sold out. But I bet you if you look him up, I bet you can still get your own copy. And I'm not, believe me, he doesn't even know I'm making this video. So I'm not like, oh, you're like, I'm going to give me some money by selling his stuff. He has no clue. And why would he? Because he ain't in it for the money. I'm not in it for the money. But we are in it for showing the world dope art. I mean, this is just, every page is just awesome. Let me skip through. Oh, you got the devil. Little 80s vibe going. Let me see if I can find the picture that I have on my laptop or my desktop. Not this, but I decided to show you. Let me see. Some more. If you ever have an inkling to drop some acid or maybe some shrooms. Shrooms are good. Shrooms and morphine are really good. Yeah, I mean, acid, maybe shrooms, anything like that, and then pick up one of Johnny Larson's books. I'm just saying, back in the day, man, I would have had my hands on this book, and I would have been like, dude. And me and my buddies, we would have tripped hard on this book. Here it is. So, this is my favorite picture I think he's ever done. He probably his picture, but I'm not his favorite. But I love this donut beaming up the freaking mammoth. I just love the hell out of this picture. This is my desktop. I have on all three monitors. I have this picture. I almost thought I'd get this as a tattoo once because it's so rapid. I was like, I don't know if the tattoo can capture it. But I love that picture. So very cool. And just this whole book. It's just page after page of his rad art. I mean, I've rarely seen a picture ever of his that I wasn't just like, damn, homie. I mean, they're so cool. It makes me so jealous that people can actually just do this. I think it's so unfair. Like, they can just like sit down like with a pen or a paper or paint or some program on a computer and they just make art. I'm like, my artistic skills have literally not changed since like 7 years old. Like if I sat down to draw something, it looked like the same undersea drawing that I drew like when I was 6. A crappy little fish with some seaweed and a crab that's all and it hasn't changed. I can't draw a straight line, and yet damn fool like this can just like, oh, I'm just gonna whip out something in my mind. I just see this in my head. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. I'm borderline inept at anything, and dudes like Johnny can just do this. It's just so cool. Yeah, he has a Patreon. And I'll tell you what my homie Johnny does. Not only does he make this art, and this is awesome, believe me, he also draws trees. I mean, and he sells these trees, and people go gaga over these trees. I wish I had a picture of the trees right now. They're not so much surrealist, but the colors are really cool. The shading, the presentation. It's like if Salvador Dali and Bob Ross had a baby. that would be Johnny. And he just he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make a happy little tree here," and it makes this cool scene, and it's amazing. I if I wasn't moving, I would have me one of those tree pictures on my wall. And he just pumps those things. He can just draw them it's like no hands on the, look, Mom, no hands. I can just do it. He just makes those things. People line them up. And so if you find him, I bet you money if you want one to check out his tree pictures, because those tree pictures are pretty damn rad. But hey, other than that, like I said, I don't know if you can still find this one. This one's just as cool. It's got just as dope on this late night musings. This one came out, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't know, something like that. Maybe like right around COVID time. And then this one just dropped. This Portals and Channels. He has a Patreon. You can sign up. I think you could support him that way. You can get those video, art sent. He does personalized art, that kind of stuff. He gives you a little Patreon. You know how Patreon works. It's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of thing. They give you something good. I think it's awesome. I don't know if I'm sure he might have some more of those, so you might check him out for that. Like I said, I'm not selling him these. I'm not trying to sell for him. He's not trying to get me to sell for him. This is no hidden agenda stuff. This is just me. I got this, and I was just like, dude, this is dope. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let people know about this, because why not? I show you guys all the weird foods. I show you all the weird drinks I do. I'm going to show you all the weird art I'm into. So check it out. Johnny Larson. I dig it. I can't wait for another one to come out. And hey, it's good to have good homies that are really good at good stuff, man, because it just keeps life interesting. It really does. So anyways, I just want to drop that little off to you, share that with you. I think it's cool. I think it's rad. I think there's some stickers I saw in there a little bit ago. So stickers, I got stickers of his over there on my long boxes. And that's for comic books for all you hip cats. So anyways, I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for joining. And as always, thank you. Stop recording.